So this is Eddie and Crystal. Hi, I am terribly sorry, but I forgot to turn off the ringer on my phone, so there will be a few dings off of Facebook. I am so sorry. I will not make a habit out of this. Love you guys. Enjoy the video. Hey everybody, and welcome to the collective. I am Crystal, your hostess. I don't think I've actually ever told you guys my name. Yeah, my name's Crystal. I shaved the side of my head. Tell me what you guys think. I actually personally love it. It is so much cooler on this side of my head. I will admit it is taking some getting used to, and I don't really know how to style it yet, but we'll get there. Anyway, I am so sorry that it's been over a week with finals happening last week and everything with that. I just wanted to, touch base with you guys, tell you where I was at. I was also feeling pretty ill last week. Don't worry, nothing like that. I know what you're thinking. No, I have stomach issues. It happens. But anyways, I was thinking about what I could do this week, and I don't really want to go out and do something just because of the fact that our area is starting to get an influx of cases of the coronavirus. So I think it's probably best that I stay inside. It kind of sucks because I really, really wanted to go to the park, but that's just the world we're living in now. I do have an eye appointment later today. I'm actually getting contacts. We're finally getting rid of the glasses, guys. I'm so excited. So because we are staying inside today, what I decided to do is there is this Goth Tag going around, and I figured it would be a good way for you guys to get to know me and kind of like my history and, what it's been like for me being in the goth community. By the way, I am so sorry for the gross bedroom behind me. We've been busy, Mother's Day, trying to do all that stuff. And it's laundry day. I'll get to it later. But anyways, I am going to answer a few questions for you guys, and there are a lot of these on the internet. So I actually looked through a bunch of them and decided which questions I wanted to answer personally. I didn't think all of them applied to me. You know how it is. So without further ado, let's get into this. Alright, so the first question that I have, how long have you been goth? Well, honestly, for as long as I can remember. When I was younger, I was very much into bones and animals. My parents are actually very alternative people also, so it was just something I kind of grew into. My dad used to tell stories about him being in his Mustang listening to Metallica, and I was there as a baby in my car seat. But pretty much for as long as I can remember, I've always been this way. I guess I can say I didn't really have a name for it at first. It's just kind of how I was. But I think a lot of us started off that way, really. But yeah, it's been a long time, and I don't see myself ever really changing. This is just me. And I guess that's why you're here, huh? You like goth stuff. But anyways, question number 2. What were your baby bat days like? So, baby bat days. Oh my gosh. I was insufferable. I was the biggest crybaby. For me, it was all about the angst. I had no idea what had gotten into me. I mean, I did have a pretty tough childhood, but nothing to really warrant the way that I acted. I was just so angsty and so done with life. And I think a lot of us can relate, at least on some level. You know, we've all at least gone through that once or twice, you know. But that's my baby bat history. It was filled with angst, and I am so glad that I have actually found a more cheerful outlook on life. I don't think that being upset all the time helps anyone, especially me. So it's really good that I moved out of that. Okay, so question number 3. What do your parents think about you being goth? As I said, both of my parents are pretty alternative people as it is, so this is just fine for them. They could care less. Um, my mom, she's into witchy things. My dad, he's just very much a metalhead, old school metalhead. Um, they don't really care about the way I dress. I actually sent a picture to my mom of my shave, and she said it was cute. Okay, question number 4. Who are your favorite bands or artists? Ooh. Ooh. Well, I'd have to say The Birthday Massacre. I love The Birthday Massacre. I listen to them all the time. So that is easily my top. I really like System of a Down. I find a thing for the Serge's voice. His voice is just the operatic singing for it. It just does it for me. So I guess he could be up there too. And that includes his solo career, because he does have a solo career if you didn't know. The last, this one's gonna be very hard. I'd have to say Coal Chamber. Yeah, I got into them very big when I was a teenager and just recently found them again. It's a shame that they couldn't go as far as they wanted to. But I would have to say those 3 are a very good reflection of what my personal style is in music. Now granted, I do listen to so much other stuff. As a matter of fact, I listen to almost every kind of music you can think of. I just, as far as goth music, those 3 are the winners. 5. Eyebrows or no eyebrows? Let me tell you, you will take my eyebrows from my cold dead body. I'm sorry. I know some people can do that and they can pull it off, but I think I already have some pretty good eyebrows. They are very expressive and thick, and if I shaved them, not only would they come back even worse and even bushier, but I would miss them terribly. And honestly, they are really good guides for how to do my makeup. So I will forever keep my eyebrows. I'm sorry, guys. Number 6. What goth band can you not stand? This one might be even harder than the 4th one, because I don't really discriminate against music per se. I'd have to say, if I did have to choose, it'd probably be Whitechapel. I don't get why everyone is so obsessed with Whitechapel in my area, but it's just the way it is. I think they sound completely the same every single one of their songs. It's ridiculous. But I mean, like what you like. I guess I could find a few things in their music that appeals to me, but I like stuff that's a little bit more unique. And I like people that experiment very heavily with their music. I guess I just don't see that in them. I could be completely wrong. But yeah, that I'd have to say Whitechapel. I just don't get it, guys. I don't. Number 7. When did you first get exposure to gothic culture? Ooh. Like I said, I grew up with pretty alternative parents, so I got my exposure pretty young. I guess I was just kind of brought into it, molded by it, as it were. But I'd have to say when I really knew what it was, and it wasn't just when I knew it wasn't something that was just normal for my family, I'd have to say it was when I got into middle school and I started reading things like Emily the Strange and Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. Or not reading, watching. I'm sorry, it was so long ago. But that's when I really saw I really like this stuff. And it's middle school was just so confusing for me. I think it's confusing for a lot of us, and you know, we're trying to find who we are at that point in our lives. We're still really young and trying to establish our friends. But I'd have to say, yeah, when middle school came around, that's when I really knew that goth was a thing and I was probably a part of its culture. Number 8. What gothic subgenre do you put yourself in? Well, I think that is obvious. I love vampires. I would have to say a romantic goth, romantic vampiric goth. But I do like to draw inspiration from a lot of different styles. Sometimes I'll go rockabilly. Sometimes I'll go witchy or new goth. There are times I'll go complete metal goth. Part of this was actually me maybe one day doing some sort of mohawk. Who knows? But I would have to say romantic vampiric goth is where I really fit in because I've always loved vampires. One of my favorite movies growing up was Interview with the Vampire. And when I was old enough to read the book, you know, and not get confused, that was really cool too. But, vampires, you guys, vampires. Okay, number 9. What do you believe is the basis of being goth? Now, I believe that this is different depending on who you are as a person. For some people that I know, it is all about the music. For some people, it's all about fashion, and I know that that has been a wide debate for a little while here, you know, whether it's about fashion or music. I say, why not both? You know, you can encapsulate both aspects of being goth, or you can encapsulate neither. I'm sorry, it's so hard to talk with these in sometimes. But I think it's about loving the macabre and having a love for the dark side. Something that most people wouldn't understand. You can look at something like, I don't know, a skeleton and see the beauty in it and not see it as just, you know, bones or something creepy. I think that is what makes you goth, not necessarily what you like. Okay, last question. I actually made this one up myself because I wanted to add a piece of myself into this list. Number 10. What is a favorite must-needed part of your daily outfits? Now, this is lace. Lace in every outfit of every day. Doesn't matter if I'm sleeping. Doesn't matter if I'm just hanging out on my computer doing my makeup. I have to be wearing lace. Lace is as much a part of me as studs are to some goths. We're vibing here in some way, you know what I mean? I love my lace. I'd also say a choker. I always have to have something around my neck. But lace. If you can ask any of my friends what I'm wearing, you can almost guarantee that it is going to be something very girly and very, very lacy. It's honestly not my fault. It's just the way I am. I love lace. Alright, and I think that about wraps it up. Once again, this is the Goth Tag. If you are a YouTuber and you are watching this, I tag you to do this if you are in our subculture. This was actually pretty fun, and it really made me think back on where I've come from and who I am and what I have evolved into. And it's really nice, you know, to sit here and just hang out with you guys. And I hope that you have got to know me a little bit better. And I am so sorry for never telling you guys my name. um, but, anyways, I am going to sign off here. Thank you so much for watching my video. And if you enjoyed it, please subscribe. And I will see you next week in whatever I make. Bye bye.